You're not a fan of this, but Haley Steinfeld is Kate Bishop, and I'm excited for the
No,
Hawkeye.
I don't care about her casting. I don't care about her casting at all. It's just
I'm
I'm
excited
not a
for
fan of MCU Hawkeye whatsoever.
I think she's a great casting choice. I think it'll be good. I think you'll watch it and you'll like it. I think you will.
I'm not going to like it. I'm blatantly not going to enjoy it
Hey, look,
whatsoever. If I watch the first episode,
if you keep that attitude, of course you're not going to like it because
I just know that I'm not going to like it.
Because you're going to be going into it looking for yourself not to like it instead of trying to find the good. Have faith.
No, even if I go in with a blank slate, I know that I'm not going to like it. I'm fully aware of this fact.
Look, the reason I'm happy is because
that's just a blatant.
Because this is them going out of their way to purposely make Hawkeye closer to comic accurate than he was originally. Because clearly, when they were originally adding Hawkeye to the MCU, they weren't really worried about him being a big character or important in any type of way because he just showed up. I would say the same for both him and Black Widow, honestly, because they both just showed up as side characters in someone else's movie. And in every movie,
Black Widow was from.
She was in.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, she was in Iron Man 2, and like I'm not saying they aren't important characters and I don't like them because I like both of their characters. I just feel like in the MCU specifically, they've been doing their characters a bit of a disservice. Like Black Widow should have had her own movie a while ago. Me and you both agree that Black Widow should have came out in between Civil War and Infinity War, which is the time that it actually takes place, and it would have made her death way more impactful if we learned all that stuff about her backstory and people actually grew to love her character a lot more, because a lot of people already see Hawkeye and Black Widow as these regular people fighting with these gods. And because of that, a decent amount of people who haven't read the comics don't like those characters. But, you love both Black Widow and Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye. I'm not as big into Black Widow, but I do still like her. And I'm just happy to see them giving them more of a spotlight and making specifically Hawkeye a bit more comic accurate. And I love Kate Bishop, and I'm happy to see her bring it to the MCU.
I just want to ask if you've seen the set photos that have been released.
Yeah. So far, I've only seen the one with her walking in a subway with Lucky and them sitting on a stoop.
They're not making it any more comic accurate. I'm just gonna tell you that now. If they wanted to, now here's what they could have done. This would have made me at least at the very a little bit more enjoy it. I still wouldn't enjoy it, but like a little bit more enjoyment. What they could have done: he and his wife divorce, or his kids wind up dying, or something like that, or like his wife winds up dying, or like something tragic happens to his children, his wife divorces him, all that stuff. That would automatically make him so much more comic accurate. However, his children are not only going to be in the show, he's already going to have a very good relationship with his children based on these set photos. They're not making this any more comic accurate than it was. The closest thing to comic accuracy is he is Lucky, he's going deaf, and Kate's in it. That's pretty much it. That's where the accuracy stops.
I don't think that they need to get rid of the family to make it more comic accurate. They could still keep his family there. They don't have to. Here's the thing, though. It doesn't need to be 100.
That goes against.
It doesn't need to be 100%.
But that goes against everything. Every main core value of comic Hawkeye, though, is him having a family, him having a wife. That goes against every main core value of comic book Hawkeye.
And it's
like
okay.
Every single one.
And it's okay for those values to change. Like, I don't...
No, that's what makes him him, though. That's what makes him comic Hawkeye. That's what sets him apart from everybody else. That's that's what...
This isn't comic Hawkeye. And for me personally, he's close enough to comic Hawkeye. He's close enough to comic Hawkeye in personality that I'm okay with it.
No, he's not even... They're two completely separate personalities. Comic Hawkeye is a how do I best describe Comic Hawkeye? A depressed late 20s, early 30s guy that covers all of his pain with sarcasm jokes and is constantly purposefully putting himself in over his head. MCU Hawkeye is a happy middle-aged dad with a stay-at-home family that loves family and loves what he does and does everything for his family. They're like two completely different characters in personality, in looks, and motivations. They're not the same character whatsoever.
That's fair.
That's not it.
That's fair. I see where you're coming from. I just think that I think you could grow to like this show. I think that you could like the show. Here's the thing. I think that you just, it's okay for things to be different, Amir. It's okay.
No, this isn't different. This is different, but the problem is they're not the same character. You may as well just label this. You may as well not even call it Hawkeye, because it's not about Hawkeye that happens to be a spy. That's pretty much what it's about.
It's okay, Amir. It's different. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
No. Hawkeye as a character means something very near and dear and personal to my heart. And this betrays everything about it that makes it special. Like, everything.
Okay. Well, agree to disagree.